Okay, thank you for joining me. And this is my reaction to the current news about Olisa Metuh that was released from Kuje prison. Just recently, he was formally, charged for some, issues back then, which bordered on money laundering and was sentenced to 7 years jail time. But recently, he has been acquitted after a judge overturned the previous ruling, and said everything was baseless, and he has been freed. So the thing now is that because he was an ex-PDP, spokesman, so it was easy to get to him because he was not part of the ruling party. And this goes to talk more about the politics that we are into, which is the politics of bitterness. When you are not part of the ruling party, then you have to actually be quiet. You have to actually stay out of the way because as long as you are regarded as a threat, as long as you are regarded as someone that is connected to someone that is a threat to the current party or to the current administration, then you are in trouble. And that is why you see a lot of people, decamping, leaving their parties to the next party. Once the party wins, people from the other party begin to decamp because they are afraid. And this happens when maybe your hand is not actually clean. Maybe you have involved yourself in some corrupt act. Maybe you squandered some money or money laundering and things like that. And you are afraid that they will find out, and when they find out, they will come for you. So the smart thing to do is whatever party is in power, you find a way to join them. If it was a party that won the election, good and fine, then you are safe. But if it wasn't your party that won the election, then you have to find a reason to leave your current party and join the ruling party. That is how you get immunity. We have seen this played out. This is, the thing they say politics is a dirty game. Is something people just play, not regardless of how it affects the populace, regardless of how it affects those that are being governed. People in power, people that are in politics actually play it for their own good and for their own benefit. So if you are in politics, you already know how these things work. And those that are not in politics, and that is why people should not actually kill themselves or these politicians. I mean, we've seen people fighting in arguments, in junctions where they sell newspapers, you see people arguing and even fighting. See people, things like that. When these people that you're actually fighting for them own, for themselves, they're actually enriching themselves, and those that are, into corrupt acts are actually finding ways to continue to stay corrupt. And those that are not actually corrupt but get caught up in the web suffer for it. And look at what happened to Metuh right now. He has spent 10 months in prison, and this is not to say that, he's not corrupt or that he didn't do any money laundering or things like that. I can't say that. I am not the judge. I am not in place to say that. But seeing what we have seen and seeing how a lot of things have gone down when it comes to politics, it's easy to say that maybe those things were just planted. Maybe those things just came up. If not, how and why will the court just overturn everything suddenly and say everything is baseless? I mean, I don't know. Just look at it and then you tell me if it was actually normal for that to have happened. We've seen this, and you'll be surprised now that a lot of people that actually squandered money, also that actually embezzled, that did money launderings, that are in the current party, on the current ruling party, are actually not being prosecuted. They are not being arrested. They are not being anything. Nothing is being done to them. Even though people see this record, even though people talk about these things, nothing has been done to those people. But when a different party comes on board right now, and those guys refuse to decamp to join them, you will see what is going to happen. They are going to come for them and use them as scapegoat. But the smart ones, again, once their own party loses an election, they will decamp immediately. And that is why you see a lot of people, a lot of politicians keep moving from one party to the other. They move to this one fails, they move to the next one. It's not as if, they're actually going because, okay, they didn't win. They're actually going for themselves. They are protecting themselves. That's an insurance, that's an immunity for them. Because if you are with the current ruling party, then you are immune to all those attacks. And that is not what politics should be about. That is not what governance should be about. But that is what it has turned into. And that is why we have people following politicians. That is why we have people clamoring for political parties, even though it is not for the betterment of the people. A lot of people are in parties that they don't like, but they are there because they are guaranteed protection. A lot of people are in the current party they are right now, and they are actually looting those parties secretly. They actually hate their leaders. They actually don't like those that are leading them, those that are actually head of their parties, or those that are actually ruling through their parties. They don't like them, but they are there because that is how they can get protection. And it is pathetic to know that things are going up that way, because as long as things continue to go that way, then politics will not be clean. And as long as politics is not clean, then the masses will not really benefit from politics. The masses will not really benefit from their leaders, because their leaders are actually after their own pockets. And as long as they continue to get protection and immunity, then they will not stop. That means corruption will not stop. And that is a big problem. And it's affecting everybody. That's what I have to say. And thank you for listening. I'll see you in the next one.